again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. So good to have you. For my growing extended family that's been here for a while, thank you for the continuance of the support is truly appreciated, and thank you so much. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light. Many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching the videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when your girl is about to upload her next video. If you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or or you're just telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and head you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the video is very informative to you, give you good vibes or uplift that you would love to share with your loved one, family, or friends, or even fellow empaths that are going through trying times and needing spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give you a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support y'all been giving me. Is truly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music I'm listening to in the background is called calming self love music. 528 hertz, relaxing meditation, healing, positive vibes, love, energy, cleanse. And I will go ahead and post that link in the description box below. I'll keep on forgetting to say these people's channels. It's called Miracle Tones Meditation. I'll post their information in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas. The ego took back seat so you could face healing and make room for the good that's about to take its place. A lot of times, we let our ego get into our better judgment, as well as our pride as well. You have to allow yourself to not constantly go by anything. And sometimes, with you just now starting to understand the the depth of your spiritual transformation spiritual awakening is waking the spirit. It's allowing you to really know you on a deeper level, on many levels as well as layers. A lot of times we can't figure out if we're acknowledging our own emotions or somebody else's that is connecting with ours. Or a lot of times we don't understand if this is ego or your inner self of truth. A lot of times it can be crazy at times and be stressful if you don't know which ones you're dealing with. um and it's a lot of times when if you want to be able to interpret it, if it's your intuition telling you or your inner voice towards your higher self, um between that and your ego is always something that's going to tell you something negative, something bad, like, okay, all the separation you're making, they're not going to give you what you wanted. You already see that they're done separated, you're done separated from other things, and they still didn't give you what you wanted. And a lot of times we see it as that, but there were certain things that you were still holding on to that was in a negative sense, that was holding you back, distracting you, slowing down your process of progress. But if it's your intuition, is your higher self connecting with you, it says allowing yourself to go with the flow. Trust the process of the changes that are taking place, even though change can be very difficult at times because you're used to things being a certain way. Trust and believe this is for your better, your better, knowledge. This is for your better well-being, and those are a lot of things you had to allow yourself to tell ego to take back seat. You was like, look, I got this. Dealing with you, it kept me in a situation longer than I needed to be, held on to other people that was, is already on ran its course in my life. Now I'm allowing myself to not go against the grain, because when you start going against the current, you're never going to win. If you keep on allowing yourself to, you hear the universe telling you certain things, but you don't want to do it your way, things are, you're going to continue to keep on getting that heaviness. You're going to keep on having things come at you, one after another after another. You have to allow yourself to separate. Do it, do what you're being guided to do. Even when you connect with people and you can see the things that you're doing, but you're seeing it from an outward perspective, that's letting you know it's like you and this person are, going through the same thing. These are the things that y'all need to, set free. Your blessings are a lot more important than what is taking place currently. You have to allow yourself to heal from the things that is taking place in your life. And a lot of times it's hard to do that, especially, if it was by somebody you truly trusted, you truly cared for. All these things are supposed to protect you, all those different things. It took me a long time to allow myself to not be angry. And then sometimes I find myself slipping into my old self and I have to reel myself back, like, no, don't do that. Everything that's taking place in your life, it hurt to the core. But these are the things you had to really truly see for what it truly was. A lot of times when we have, especially when it comes to family or our life partner, a husband, wife, whatever, that you've been with for a long time, turn around and just stab you in the back as quick as you turned around. That was for you to be able to see the true intentions that they had for you. Allowing yourself to say, just because you showed love, they didn't show love back. But for you to be like that, they have to have love for themselves. So you can't expect them to give you something they weren't giving towards themselves anyway. So you have to allow yourself to let ego take that back seat and being able to see them. Because, like I've said before, I had to be really real with myself. Look myself in the mirror, even with tears falling down my face. When I try to really understand people I held close to me, it made me not, I had trust issues with a lot of people. Because I felt like if family could do this to you, to hell with everybody else. Other people can not even be family and can do that to you. But it was just like when I allowed myself to really separate, this wasn't my family anyway. This was something I needed in my life to reflect me and know who I was to the core. Allow myself to, dissolve all that, the illusion, deception, lies that was placed on me, cultural conditioning, emotional conditioning. But you had to allow yourself to let that ego take place, because take not ego take place, but ego take that back seat. Because it's like listening to ego or have you stuck in a situation you are so ready to get past, but you have to allow yourself to know, yes, it's hard to be positive when all hell is breaking loose around you. It's hard to be, loving when so much hate is being pressed on you. It's hard to do that. But it's going to be a lot harder for you staying in a situation you're not supposed to long no longer be in. Because the more you keep allowing yourself to keep seeing things for being, that person hurt me, or this person did this, this person did that, instead of allowing yourself to know, yes, this really hurt me. Yes, they really did this to me. But it's just like I have blessings that is coming in my life is way more better that's about to take place in my life than these people can ever place on me. You needed those things to be able to understand what your purpose was here. You needed to have those things for you to actually see that you have that power to overcome what has been placed on you. And there's a lot of times I got to remind myself of that because of the people I'm dealing with, the things that I'm lacking in my life. And, because when people see that you're lacking a lot, they feel like they can do anything and everything to you, and you're supposed to be okay with that. No, you don't have to be okay with that. But what goes on take place when you allow yourself to take that power back and allow yourself, you ain't got to accept anything, you know, how people want to do things to you. It's about how you can allow yourself to let them do what they want to do. Let them wallow around in their own pot. When you allow, some people love stirring that ish pot, and then I be the one, hey, here, you can have the spoon, go ahead, eat it. I don't want that. You have to allow yourself to really, separate from that, and it's just, when I had to allow myself to really part ways with that, it's just like allow myself to not look at the negative, but allow myself to see the positive that came out of that negative. It's like everything I've been through. I've always been that person of truth, and a lot of times my words can cut, worse than a knife would. But then I had to allow myself to be very mindful of how I presented myself, how I pushed out myself towards the universe as well as others. It's easy to pass judgment on people. We do it all the time. But there's a lot of times we done been through something, been there, done that, got the decal, got the kid or got the daughter, or whatever, got the t-shirt, whatever, just to say, yeah, I've been through that, I've done that, I'm over that. But a lot of people are going through their times of lessons too, because there's a lot of times we can sit up here and see these celebrities going through stuff, and you seeing it your situation, and you can't place judgment on there because it's just like if you did went through something like that, you understood you had to go through that lesson of value, love, self-respect, patience, trust within yourself and the universe, have confidence within yourself, love yourself on a deeper level, allow yourself to part ways from things and people and situations that's no longer serving you. All those different things. When you allow yourself to see, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has done things. I'm going through my situation right now, not allowing myself to even be mad. Because before I'm at that point like, hey, it is what it is, but I'm gonna allow myself to be better than what you're trying to do to me. You know, allow myself to let my love and self respect separate myself from whatever chaos that wants to come around me and want to consume me. I'm not gonna allow that to happen. I'm going towards bigger and better. I got so much better. That's coming my way than what is taking place in my life. You're not winning, I will. And I had to allow myself to really see it as that, because it's like a lot of times I felt like I didn't understand why things had to constantly be that way because I'm allowing myself to really do positive things. But then I had to allow myself to really reflect on what was taking place in my life and say, yes, there's a lot of positive things taking place in your life. So that's what you need to allow yourself to see the manifestations that you're coming up with. Change is taking place in your life, but you worrying about some petty stuff that is like right in the same under the same roof or under same circumstances that people that you connected with that was so-called supposed to be family you know and it was just like look at everything that is taking place from that situation, appreciating what is taking place because that pain is hit to the core, but that made you grow, that made you a lot stronger, that allowed you to know there are certain things and certain people that don't need to be in your life anymore, allowing yourself to know that because when you allow yourself to focus on what they're doing instead of where you're trying to be, that's where your reality comes from. Because when you have that thing about where things are keeping it happening, I'm just ready to go. And I used to say that all the time. Hell, I still say it at times. But then I had to allow myself to know this is not my final destination. This is not going to be like this forever. Because once I allow myself to let that how I see it and how I, reply to it or, reflect on it or even respond to it. When I allow myself to change the difference in what I'm doing about that situation, that's when things gonna change swiftly. And then when God says yes, it ain't gonna matter who says no. So you have to allow yourself to let that ego go in the back seat. There's so much better there for out in the court. I've been connecting with a lot of y'all, and y'all have been reaching out to me. And I tell y'all quick, I don't place no judgment on nobody. Who am I? I am not God. I can't sit up here and call you out because our sins are different. We all make mistakes. We're all on this road of learning and growing. And if I can take part of that just to give you that bigger understanding of what's taking place along with myself, because a lot of times people do these things like I'm doing, but they did it after they got where they wanted to be. But I had to go through this journey as I'm manifesting things, I'm going through different changes. People that's been with me for a long time has seen change take part in me. There's things that I've helped them out with, and it really hurt me to the core to know the things that they endured. And I had to really allow myself to know when I didn't get that sign of care that hey, everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna make it through this. When I didn't get that, I made sure I gave it to other people, you know, and it feels good to be able to do that, just to know that it's just the videos that I do that, I just do things bluntly. I don't try to hurt nobody. I don't try to do anything like that. But it's just the fact is this is me. I'm going through transformation. I'm going through transition. I'm going through transparency. I ain't hiding behind nothing. And just keeping it real, doing, voicing how I see things in my life, how I had to make those changes, how I had to call my own self out on BS that I allowed myself to accept when I didn't have to, you know, and I had to allow myself to respect yourself and love yourself more. Don't worry about who talks bad about you or who doesn't believe you or who's not supporting you. As long as you giving yourself that support, you're gonna find like-minded people that are gonna truly understand. But there's gonna be people out there that's only gonna have their level of perception about you. And those are the type of people when they're not seeing you in the same level as you seeing you, it don't matter as long as you see you. You don't worry about how they see you. Because if they ain't connecting in that way, you're gonna find some people that's gonna connect with you on the same level. Because at times it's hard, to deal with people when they're not on the same level with you, if they're not seeing things how it's taking place. Because a lot of times when we're talking to people that are just straight spiritually, like not saying ignorance is in dumb, but ignorance is like you don't want to see it. I've been that way when my mom. No, it's not what my mom talked about it, but my sister was more like that. It's our God rest her soul. I miss my sister to death. but I miss the physical sense of her, but I hear her all the time. But she used to talk all that stuff to me. I'm like, sis, what you talking about? She's like, it's gonna be a day you're gonna wake the heck up. She's like, you really need to wake up and see what's going on around you. You're gonna miss out on a whole lot of stuff because you want to be asleep. And I'm just like, but I'm wide awake. I'm talking to you. She was like, Lord Jesus, it'll, it'll be okay. Because you had to allow yourself to see it. Because sometimes people don't understand. They see 2 plus 2 is equal 12 to them. You have to allow them, you can't argue with a fool. You're like, okay, I disagree. Okay, I disagree too. And you got to just allow themselves to be doing that. You don't supposed to argue with a fool. One day they'll see it if they allow themselves to. If not, they just gonna be stuck where they are. So, you allow yourself to let that ego take back seat. They don't need to control nothing. Don't allow somebody to take keys of your happiness. Take keys to your life. Only universe and God has the power to do that. But you have to allow yourself to not go against the current. Allow yourself to go with the flow of the current. Because if you try to be, it's just like you trying to swim upstream without a paddle. That good luck with that. So allow yourself to let change take place to where it truly, is truly needed in your life. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Drop a line. I would love to hear from you. Our family is growing rapidly, and which is truly appreciated. It makes me feel really good when there's so many people reaching out to me and sharing me their views or asking me for my advice. It really made me feel good. I'm like, oh gosh, made me feel real good. And those are the things that I love to just allow myself to think about the progress of my process that I'm going through instead of the things that has held me back and kept me constantly distracted. You have to allow yourself to think those things that's taking place because it makes you determine on where you're trying to be and where you're trying to break away from. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Lily Avante. Much love to you, Tasha Bishop, as well as Mikhail Bellamy. Much love to you. And I will talk to y'all on my next video. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, share, tell somebody about the channel they may find something they can relate to or find interesting. Um, what else? Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And if you need to get in touch with me privately, I always tell people hit me up on Facebook Messenger. You do not have to actual have the actual page, the home page or whatever you want to call it. To have Facebook Messenger, you can just have either or. They got two separate apps for that. And you connect with me. Whatever we talk about is confidential. If I can't find the information you need to get to where you're trying to go, I can gladly find the information you totally need. Um, like I said, everything we talk about is confidential. Just let me know your name and what you go by, because there's a lot of people that have, like 3 or 4 of them. I got the same name, so please let me know what you go by, or what I know you as from here, and let me know you connect with me here or part of the Heyoka fam, and what you need assistance with on your spiritual path, and I'll try my best to help you. Um, I know you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I hope and pray that everything that you're trying to bring into your life, comes 100 million times more than what you asked for, or even what you prayed for. And everything that you might be struggling with right now, I send you the vibes of love and reassurance and everything that you need, to help you get over whatever you're dealing with as well. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.